Everybody, it's Tia DeShay. Today is Saturday, March 26, 2022. It is 2:28 p.m. and this is the 40-day prosperity plan demonstration brought to you by Selah Leadership Academy for Creative and Intuitive Studies, LLC, an educational component of Tia DeShay, LLC. This video series is brought to you by The Abundance Book by John Randolph Price. It is not meant to serve as a substitute, but a supplement to the Abundance Book by John Randolph Price. You are encouraged to purchase the book and then come back to this video series to supplement what you have read. Our agenda: protection prayer, meditation, prosperity checklist, statement of principle, gratitude, and resources. Here is our protection prayer by James Freeman. The light of God surrounds me. The love of God enfolds me. The power of God protects me. The presence of God watches over me. The mind of God guides me. The life of God flows through me. The laws of God direct me. The power of God abides within me. The joy of God uplifts me. The strength of God renews me. The beauty of God inspires me. Wherever I am, God is. Let it be as it was said and written, unto you and unto me, Ashe and Amen. Before we begin our meditation, we're going to breathe in and out 3 times. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more time, breathe in and breathe out. What do I know of God? God is life. Life is omnipresent. All is alive. I see this in the wonders of nature. I see this in myself. I am alive because I am life. My life is God's life. My life is God. I feel my livingness within me. I feel God. My awareness of God is growing. God is love. I feel love in my heart and know that this is the very Spirit of God flowing through my feeling nature. I cannot love without God. I love, therefore I am one with God. My understanding of God is growing. God is wisdom and intelligence. God is mind, and I sense the infinite knowingness of that mind within me. I think, I know, and that with which I think and know is God's mind and expression. My knowledge of God is growing. Where is God? God is where I am. God is what I am. I am an individualization of God, and the Spirit of God dwells within me as me. I am the light of the world. I turn within to the light and say, Thou art the Christ, the Spirit of the living God. You are my spirit, my soul, my body. When I look at thee, I see me, and I listen in the silence for the acknowledgement from within. I am now conscious of God, of my Christ self. I am the Christ of God, the truth of God, the self of God. Through this consciousness of the reality of me, I open the door to spirit. I draw into my mind and feeling nature the wholeness of spirit, the allness of God, and my consciousness is filled with the light of truth. I now know that there is nothing that I could truly desire that is not at this very moment standing at the door of my consciousness, ready to appear in my life and affairs. I have only to be conscious of this truth, and every need is met, every problem solved, every question answered. My consciousness of God within is all I will ever need for all eternity. Breathe in and breathe out. Prosperity checklist. Is my primary interest in realizing the presence of God, or is it in meeting a financial problem? Am I still concentrating on the effect, money, or am I focusing my attention on cause, spirit? Am I willing to take my stand now and prove God once and for all as my all-sufficiency? Have I devoted the necessary time to meditating on the Spirit within as the source of my prosperity? Am I conscious of the inner presence as my abundance? Do I have the understanding that my consciousness of the presence is my supply? Am I trying to demonstrate money or develop a greater consciousness of abundance? Have I accepted the truth that the living presence within me is my all-sufficiency and that the activity of this infinite mind is meeting my every need at this moment? Have I identified myself with my all-sufficient self so that I can say with great conviction, I am abundance? Knowing that my consciousness of the indwelling presence is my supply, can I now affirm and believe the truth that I have abundance? Can I see myself fulfilled and enjoying lavish abundance in my life and affairs? Have I truly expressed a feeling of love for the visions of wholeness and completeness that I see in my visualizations? Do I intuitively feel that Spirit has manifested as my all-sufficiency even though the results may still be invisible? Have I spoken the word, it is done? Have I totally surrendered all my needs, desires, fears, and concerns to the presence within? Have I expressed a deep sense of gratitude to the Spirit within before my good comes forth into visible manifestation? Is my heart overflowing with thankfulness and joy the majority of my waking hours? Am I listening to the voice within for guidance and instructions regarding any action that I am to take in the outer world? Am I following thought with that action? Have I totally forgiven everyone and everything in my consciousness? Am I practicing unconditional love with everyone in my life? Have I maintained a state of secrecy regarding the use of spiritual principles in the demonstration of my supply? Knowing the reality within all and the truth about all, can I see everyone on this planet as abundantly supplied with every good thing, regardless of appearances? Do I desire for everyone else that which I desire for myself? Am I a joyful giver? Do I freely share my money on a regular basis, knowing that as I give, so shall I receive, pressed down and running over? Have I done all that I can do to improve my relationship with my children? In my personal relationship with my mate or love partner, do I care more about his or her feelings and welfare than I do my own? Am I working to overcome any problems related to my sex life? Am I involved in a meaningful activity for creative self-expression? Am I working on my life plan to see myself as whole and complete in every area of my life? The more questions you have answered yes, the richer you are in mind and manifestation. Statement of Principle, Day 15. Money is not my supply. No person, place, or condition is my supply. My awareness, understanding, and knowledge of the all-providing activity of the divine mind within me is my supply. My consciousness of this truth is unlimited. Therefore, my supply is unlimited. Remember, you are only limited by your consciousness, your awareness, and your understanding. You are only limited by your consciousness, your awareness, and your understanding. If your consciousness, if your awareness, and your understanding is on money, then you have just created a limit because you have focused your consciousness, your awareness, and your understanding on the effect and not the supply. We must always, at all times, place our consciousness on the effect. I apologize, not on the effect. On the cause, not the effect. The cause is the divine mind. The effect is money. We are not to focus on the supply, but on the cause, because the supply is the effect. And if you just focus on money, you limit how the cause can express itself. Money is just one way the cause, which is spirit, can express itself. And if all you focus on is the money, then you limit the expression of the cause, the divine mind within you. Here are two things I want to share that I've noticed. We're in day 15. How I have experienced abundance in my life and in a way that I still need to grow. One way, I have cryptocurrency. I have invested in cryptocurrency. And one way that I have experienced abundance is one of the cryptocurrencies that I now invest in, or I've been investing in it for a long time. It now gains interest. It gains interest every month. So, as long as I have shares of that cryptocurrency, I will earn interest on those shares. So that's one way, since I've started this 40-day prosperity plan demonstration, where I have experienced abundance. That I did not earn interest on this particular cryptocurrency before I started this 40-day prosperity plan demonstration. Another way that I have experienced abundance is finding money. Like every time that I'm out, I'm always finding money. And it's usually coins like pennies, nickels, quarters, dimes. I'm finding money. So that's another way that abundance has manifested itself, or God has expressed herself in the form of abundance in my life. Another, the one thing that I'm still needing to work through is that I was at the grocery store today, and I went to the grocery store to circulate money, but it's interesting that I found money. But the interesting thing about it, it was a total of 34 cents that was on the floor, but I only picked up 32 cents because I was too focused on what people would think of me picking up the money. So I share that with you to let you know that there are still things, or still blocks or limitations that I need to work through. Like, I saw the 30, at the grocery store. No, at the grocery store it was 32 cents on the floor. I picked up the 30 cent, but I didn't pick up the other 2 cents because I didn't see the 2 pennies until after I picked up the quarter and the nickel. And even when I picked up the quarter and the nickel, I was hesitant because I'm just like, oh, what will people think, of me picking up change off the ground or off the floor. So I picked up the quarter and the nickel, and then I saw the 2 pennies and I didn't pick them up. So I'm sharing that with you to let you know that it's still things that I need to work through. I need to transmute in my consciousness. Like, it doesn't matter what people think, right? Pick up the money. I was there at that particular place to see the money for a reason, and it was meant for me to pick it up. So just sharing that with you, letting you know that it's a process. It's a process, and I need to journal that and work through that emotion, work through that experience, because that is a form of fear, it's a form of lack, and it's a form of limitation. So I wanted to share those things with you today. So once again, the statement of principle, day 15. Money is not my supply. No person, place, or condition is my supply. My awareness, understanding, and knowledge of the all-providing activity of the divine mind within me is my supply. My consciousness of this truth is unlimited, therefore my supply is unlimited. Thank you so much for allowing Selah Leadership Academy for Creative and Intuitive Studies in assisting you, or thank you for allowing Selah Leadership Academy for Creative and Intuitive Studies in assisting you in your transformation. And you can utilize my resources, my services at tiadeshay.com. You can download my app, Mirror Moments, on iOS and Android. You can enroll in my courses on Udemy under Reverend Deandra Everhart, and you can purchase my books on Amazon. Type in Tia DeShay, and you'll see my books that are available for purchase. Until tomorrow, be blessed.